How the U.S. can improve high school students' academic achievement for those with ADHD. Did you know that ADHD affects approximately 9.4% of children aged 2 through 17 in the United States? ADHD, or Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, is a neurodevelopmental disorder that affects individuals' ability to focus, control impulses, and regulate their behavior. It is commonly diagnosed in childhood, with symptoms often carrying on into adolescence or adulthood. In the United States, ADHD is one of the most common mental health disorders among children and adolescents. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, approximately 6.1 million children in the U.S. have been diagnosed with ADHD. This graph shows the struggles of students with untreated ADHD compared to non-ADHD students who overall have way higher academic outcomes. The articles Simone Biles in The Most Human Meaning of Courage and Moral Courage and Intelligent Disobedience reflect on courage and the idea of standing up for one's well-being. Thompson, Simone Biles in The Most Human Meaning of Courage talks about Biles' bravery in prioritizing her mental health during the Olympics, while the article Moral Courage and Intelligent Disobedience relates to this throughout Biles' decision to withdraw from the Olympics despite all the pressure put on her. Research shows how ADHD among high school students has negative impacts on academic performance and peer interactions. Experts have proven that many students tend to self-medicate. Experts also reveal the risk of self-medication with drugs such as marijuana. Prescribed/legalized marijuana is very addictive, especially to those using it to self-medicate. Abusing this drug at a young age is very dangerous, as the brain does not fully develop until your mid to late 20s, creating problems in learning, memory, reaction time, and judgment. Teachers need training in ADHD, and schools must implement tailored support strategies. This research shows the need for approaches to support academic achievement and well-being among high school students with ADHD, either diagnosed or undiagnosed. Ballard and Martin. Some previously proposed solutions to this issue are putting children on medication or giving extra time during tests or quizzes. However, not only are some students not actually diagnosed with ADHD because of parents not wanting them to or simply not believing they have it, but medication and extra time on tests or quizzes is not enough to achieve academic success. This brings me to my solution, where teachers provide frequent breaks, support, and certain learning activities to the class as a whole, so students can focus longer and not feel embarrassed or alone when being the only one sent to a different room for extra time. Students will be far more engaged, helping both the student and teacher. Parents and teachers can also provide counseling and support to high school students struggling. Reason number 1, personalized education plans. Personalized education plans provide specific ways to improve academic performance and successfully manage symptoms, like longer test times and behavioral management. The plan's constant effectiveness will be monitored, and personalized education plans will provide a broad method for adolescent support. As you can see in the graph, personalized learning plans for students with ADHD are easily put together and helpful to those struggling in the classroom, with how being multiple options, what being multiple content density levels, when being multiple time constraint options, where being multiple location options, and why being multiple perspectives. Reason number 2, alternative therapies and support. Studies have shown that providing counseling and support services to high school children with ADHD will improve their general well-being, social skills, and academic achievement. In comparison to students with ADHD who did not receive counseling and support services, who showed a significant reduction in behavioral difficulties and improved academic performance, according to a study done by the American Academy of Pediatrics. Furthermore, the beneficial effects of individualized counseling sessions on assisting kids with ADHD in managing their symptoms and succeeding in a high school context have been brought to light by comments from behavioral specialists and school counselors. As shown in the graph, there are many different strategies that teachers can use when considering students with ADHD, including giving extra opportunities for movement, scheduling one-on-one check-ins, certain seating options, and providing fidgets. Some limitations and implications to this include having fair access to care for every student, treatment effectiveness, and professionals ensuring that the treatment or medications will work for every single student. Medication may seem like the best treatment for ADHD, but it might not meet all the objectives that high school adolescents have. However, sorry.
I can help. I don't know why it's not working. There we go. Find the card. Hang on, real quick.
Okay.
I'll give you time if you need it. Why is this not going forward? I'm gonna pause for a second.
Okay.
Looks like we may just lost internet for a second. Well, at least I'm not crazy. It really was this.
There we
There we go. If we need be, we can get through this way.
go. Okay.
Yeah, because it's not letting me do that. So just talk from there, and I've got it.
Okay.
I'll click when you, just tell me when you're ready to click.
Okay. However, we can address the various needs of high school students with ADHD by promoting a thorough approach that includes specific learning plans, counseling, and medication as needed. In conclusion, students with ADHD have far lower academic performance in high school because it interferes with their ability to focus, organize, manage their time, and control their impulses. These difficulties may lead to decreased academic achievement, a decline in motivation, and difficulty assessing learning resources. To help students with ADHD achieve academically, educators, students, and parents must work together to develop specific methods and accommodations. By raising knowledge and comprehension of how ADHD impacts academic performance, schools can better accommodate the needs of these kids and make sure they have the resources and tools they need to reach their full potential. This is my works cited. Thank you.
Sorry, world defense.
Oh yeah.
Sorry for the technical difficulties.
No, you're good.
The Wi-Fi is just gone. Okay. Let's see. All right. How did your research question evolve as you moved through the research process?
So my research question started off as how ADHD impacts students' mental health, and I decided as I went throughout the research process, I found more about how it impacts their academics and like overall GPA, point average, and all of that. So I just decided to change it to how it impacts their academics and not their mental health.
Okay. And what are the implications of your findings to your community?
So some implications of my findings to my community are that it'll help classrooms as a whole and students affected by ADHD with their, it'll help them like their academics overall, their grade point average, and it'll help them focus better and manage their time overall in the classroom.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Ruhan, yours was already downloaded, so I think we should be in really good shape for yours without issues.
Sorry.